guys, I'm Mary McGaw, as you know, better known now as the WinForms lady.
And my name is Klaus Loffelmann. And what makes me that then?
The WinForms guy, I guess, or the Copilot WinForms guy.
Oh yeah, that is good. I can super live with that.
Before we get started, today is U.S. Veterans Day, and I just wanted to do a quick shout out. As the daughter of 2 veterans and granddaughter of 2 that served in World War II, I just got to give a shout out to all of our veterans. So thank you so much for your service. All right, Klaus, do you want to do the PowerPoint?
Yep. What do you want me to start with?
The PowerPoint.
So, there's the thing. 15 minutes ago, I noticed that there is no PowerPoint on this machine.
There's no PowerPoint.
Yes.
Okay.
May have to do with me?
Copilot?
Well,
You and Copilot.
yeah, probably.
All right. So how are we going to do this?
So, my thinking is, why don't we write PowerPoint really quick?
Use WinForms to make a PowerPoint viewer.
Yeah.
Where are you going to get the content?
But I mean, we have the meeting notes, right?
We do have the meeting notes from our
Preparation.
Yeah.
And so when I noticed like 20 minutes ago that there was no PowerPoint on this machine, I thought, well, let's write PowerPoint. So I took the meeting notes. I started to write a prompt. And I think we will do fine with Copilot.
So you're telling me that we are going to spend the next 20 minutes, 23 minutes to use Copilot and WinForms to create our very own .NET 10 WinForms PowerPoint.
Well, I mean, that's at least the plan.
Oh,
I mean,
right, we're vibe coding.
Yeah, exactly. And what we don't tell anybody is that how successful we were like the last 3 hours, right? Okay, but
each time we do it, it's a little bit different because that's the way that it goes with Copilot and LLMs.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, we have vibe coding and now we have vibe presenting, I would say it is. We need to, like see what happens and then go with that.
All right. So tell me about these meeting notes here.
Okay, so this is pretty much a little bit modified structure of what we have planned, what we wanted to do in the talk, and then also have like a little bit of notes how we style the PowerPoint, and then what the content of the slides is, and it's pretty much what I have here. So
okay.
We did it in Markdown, and then at home I did the PowerPoints, and I never checked if I have this on the machine. I mean, it is all staged, right?
Yeah. Is this? But by the way, is this your like effort to maybe show us or tell everybody about the ADHD sharp and unfiltered videos that you've been doing with Mads on YouTube?
Maybe, but it's funny that you mentioned it. So it has surely to do with ADHD, and ADHD at the workplace. That's something that's really like dear to my heart. So if you want to check that out, Mads Torgersen and we did that. Then it's on Microsoft Developer, the YouTube channel. So
all right. So how do we get from this Markdown to something WinForms like? Okay.
So the idea is this. That's our meeting notes. It's just like, how should it look like? What is the content? Mm-hmm. The problem is even there, as you can see here, I wasn't able to really, have the latest version of our slides. So that means I still have like a couple of instruction Copilot here. Please insert the slide content for dark mode, because dark mode is one of the new features we have in .NET 10, right?
Yep.
And then also slide 6 would have been control invoke async and the pitfalls that you can do.
Okie doke.
And a couple of other things. So, and then what I was able to do is, compose a little prompt. And the prompt is pretty much a combination of what we want as a result for the WinForms app. And then on the other hand, a little bit more of, like meta information so that certain things won't derail, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Because we had some pretty interesting results before we did that. Okay, and then we should mention also that the probability that that is going to work is only possible because we have something new actually in the version that I have here. And you said I should mention there's all the features we're showing are already in the versions that are available right now, except for one thing. Let me quickly go through that. So we go to tools options and then to GitHub, and then there is a series of features that you can opt in. One of the features that I personally like very, very much is the everything around planning, enable view plan execution. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing, which is also really, really helpful, is until now, we were able to have back in the GitHub, in the .github folder, like just one file with custom GitHub instructions.
Right, but it had to be at the root of the
Exactly.
GitHub. Okay.
So with this option here that I'm selecting right now, we have the .github/instruction/ and then we can have several instruction files, which are, could be different topics.
Specialized.
Exactly. So, and then there is one thing which are in my preview version, which will be in one of the upcoming previews. And this is like the special ability so that Copilot would able, in the context, to recognize the topic it's working about, so to say, and then take in specialized agent information, and then make sure that whatever is important for the code generation in the context, that is really, like certain higher standard.
So this would be exactly the GitHub Copilot Expert Agent idea.
Lipo, the awesome. Yeah, exactly. Except you don't have to do it manually. So if you check that option, then it'll be, automatically executed. But
and that is in an upcoming preview.
Yes.
Not quite there yet, but what this is the special sauce that puts it into Visual Studio.
Exactly. So with that said, let's see if we can, make it to our
PowerPoint.
To our PowerPoint.
Go for it.
So, could you please? Do you say please when you write to Copilot?
Mm-hmm. I can't spot myself.
Implement this app according to. And then let me see where I find the prompt file. So I just did the hashtag sign and then pressed .md. So I have in that IntelliSense filter all the markdown files that have relevant information for me. I can just choose the prompt. And let me add one thing. Make sure if you phrase something out, it will not be inappropriate.
No inappropriate code. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's try that. Okay. So, and this is the fun part now where we're sitting here and hoping for the best, right?
Yep.
So, while that is running now, and I hope that that we can show off really one feature that I liked.
The planning.
Yes. So the idea is with the planning. So what does it say right now? Now I have all the context. Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Very nice. In that context, I think I have a tip. If you do any changes in tools options,
Restart
Visual Studio.
Just in case.
Even if they're, at least with the previews right now, even if there is not a, like dedicated idea or hint to restart it, you better restart it. But what I really like with that plan is that you can actually see what is Copilot working on.
A progress bar.
Well, it is a progress bar, and then it's not.
It's a markdown file.
Yeah, it's pretty clever actually. I mean, we have a markdown. So actually, I could really like like mark everything and can directly copy things out of it. I mean, doesn't make any sense now, but it is really a markdown file. And the good thing is it stays there. So if I want to make it at the end like a part of my project, I would have then the context in what the code that I accepted.
So your spec.
Exactly. Well, yeah, kind
And the
of.
plan.
What did it do? The plan from the ask to what actually was resulting to, and yeah. So that is that's, to me, it's really a helpful thing. And then also, maybe we should take the time to address the instruction files a little bit closer, because you will always have, when you're working on line of business apps, certain context requirements that are really special to the team or to the domain that you are, programming about, if you will, right?
Right. If I'm working on a medical device,
Exactly.
I've got my context there. If I'm working on our planning app, then
Yeah,
that's that context.
Exactly. So that means you don't have to repeat yourself in the prompts, and where you always like forget something, or you do several iterations, and you want to be consistent in the rules that should be applied. And for that, like the series of instruction files are just perfect, and you can use them right now. If you want to use custom agents, then that's something where you can currently not do it directly in VS with custom agent, but then there are like other options where you could use the
CLI.
Copilot CLI, exactly, and then utilize them right now. So progress bar says 100%. Observation, so what does it do? So it does a final compile. I mean, my output window is really small. It built. Perfect. Now let me also ensure the button sizing is consistent. Oh, okay. So that's also a tip. When we are using in WinForms like high DPI scenarios, when you are dragging a button into a form, it still has like a standard height and a standard width. But often, we're opting like for 11-point fonts or for 12-point fonts. And then that standard height that was defined like 20 years ago.
Right. The old defaults no longer apply.
Exactly.
So you're setting them up in your prompt files.
Exactly. I just say, or in the instruction files, I just say, hey, you know what? Set it to auto size. And then make sure that the minimum size for every other control is the size of the biggest other button, and that automatically makes all the buttons the same size.
Nice.
Problem solved. So okay, now I'm stalling because I'm just afraid to press the button and
see if you get in trouble.
Exactly.
Ta-da!
Ta-da-da-da.
What's new in WinForms for .NET 10? Because who needs PowerPoint when you've got Copilot?
So there's one issue that I found right now. We don't have the buttons there. There is always something, but maybe we have some keys. No, we don't. So I can promise you, when we look that up, we have a couple of. Oh, I can actually switch.
Good. All right.
I can switch with the cursor keys. So should we talk about what we actually now have in the PowerPoint?
Yes, let's go ahead and actually talk about what we've done in .NET 10.
Okay, so that's actually the slide. So it's kind of recursive, right? I mean, that's the slide we would have talked about, but then we would not have needed it. So why the slide to begin with? Well, anyway, you know what I mean. Enhanced dotnet support. Do you remember that I asked PowerPoint, because I wasn't ready, Copilot, can you please come up with topics with a text for the slide? And this is exactly what Copilot did now. So not only did it write the WinForms app,
it went to the repo, read the commits,
Yeah,
and
depending on the agent that it took, maybe it read the docs, maybe it knew it by training. So there are like,
and this isn't just your standard LLM that scraped the web 6 months ago or a year ago.
no,
This is
because
newer.
this is .NET 10. I mean, it is really the cutoff date of many of the models is like way back.
So we're talking live, like actually
Yes.
looking through things. So we got the dark mode. It's really exciting because that was probably one of our biggest asks
Yes.
from customers.
Absolutely.
They really, really want to be able to be consistent with the operating system. And lots of people today really do prefer dark mode. I'm a weirdo that doesn't, but that's okay.
And the other thing is that, I mean, dark mode and theming the classic Win32 controls is one thing. For many things, we had to, like, come up with custom
Renderers.
exactly. But then there's the things we just take from Win32, and those are the things we also implemented and have new APIs. It's like form border color, form caption back color. By the way, the naming that we chose here, caption, people might go back to Visual Basic 6 that, hey, well, it was caption for like buttons and text boxes, and then it became text. That we chose the name caption here is because the Win32 name also is captioned to be like in parity with that.
Here we were exposing the Win32 APIs, so we wanted to be consistent with the naming. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
One thing we should point out though is the form screen capture mode. Probably.
Yes, that one's pretty exciting to me because we are doing lots of Teams meetings and showing video, showing demos and such. And it can happen that the video, may not be something that you want captured in, your Copilot or your recall on the machine, shown visibly where whatever you were looking at is there for.
Exactly. I mean, and it's especially important for a lot of business apps that are handling like sensitive data. And now we need to find a balance between, we share our screen and we want to demo things on Teams, but then at the same time, there are like sensitive customer data. And then for those reasons, it's like an easy thing for that particular form. And it's only
at the form level.
At the form level where you can say, hide the complete window or hide the content, just the content. So
it's just like the stuff where we say we can't copy, we can't forward, we can't view it, we can't share it. It's just at one form within the entire application level.
Exactly.
We wanted to. So if I go to the student enrollment information and I get their private info, I can make sure that one doesn't show when I'm doing a Teams recording.
Yes.
Cool.
So next slide.
Let's continue.
Next slide. By pressing the right cursor key. Control invoke async. Yes.
That's an important one because, WinForms has always been pretty synchronous and single-threaded and on the UI thread and slow at times. A lot of the new APIs, especially some of the new dialogues and some of the new forms that Windows has itself, or the WebView 2 control.
Oh, well, yeah, and it's not only WebView 2. It is like, I mean, we can do the whole Windows projection, right? I mean, you can have as a target framework, Monica, inside of your project file, you can have .NET 10, but you can also say
.NET
10 dash, I think I know the right, Windows 10.0. Let's say 22,000. Okay, I can't remember whatever version exactly. And in that moment, you are getting like the whole Windows API. And then most of which is really necessary to adjust like in async ways.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about this control.invoke async then.
You mean like demos?
We might have one or two.
Yeah, it's the same as PowerPoint. But what we can do probably
we can vibe it.
Yeah, let's vibe it. We have 5 minutes left, right? And maybe we can do it in 5 minutes. Or you know what? Oh, there are the buttons.
Only when it was small. They didn't anchor it. It didn't anchor it. That's something that you might need to tell Copilot.
See? Wow.
All right.
You debugged it on the spot. Okay. Just for the time's sake, people might believe us or we can do it later and then check the date when things got generated. When we probably just go to one of the latest iterations that we did, or you know what? Let's just try it. So,
what are you going to be showing me?
So, it's my mom's birthday today. So she's 82 years
young.
Today.
82 years young.
Yeah, 82 years young. And I was thinking, because I didn't have much time to talk with her today, let's vibe code a birthday card, and so same thing that we did before. So here's our prompt and the objective, and
it's using the Copilot instructions and the agent stuff that we were talking
all
about.
In the background, exactly. Could you please implement the app according to .md? Where's the prompt? Birthday prompt.md. Okay, and let's hope for the best again.
So again, this particular prompt said, I want a birthday card app that shows a couple of important features.
Exactly. And we can, so let's, there's
our planning feature.
Exactly. I hope we can switch back from that MD file and then go to the birthday prompt again and let Copilot do things in the background. So it's okay. It's for my mom. That's the most important thing. But then secondly, I included in the prompt that we want to really, demo those things we just talked about, like dark mode or how to use invoke async. So my idea was that we have something like a little bit of a color blending in and out of the title bar, because the title bar is also one of the are the new features. And then I said use control invoke async also to make animations happen. I mean, smooth animations with like GVI plus WinForms, right?
Yep.
So, but yeah, let's see what we are ending up with, and then to be a little bit more predictable, I did the prompt also a little bit more on
details about what you wanted the code to look like.
So yeah, and I really hope that we can go back now to the plan and see 25%, okay, 37%,
and 2 minutes to
and
go.
2 minutes left, 62%. This is like exciting.
Wait,
right?
we haven't typed a single line of code. It's all been Copilot instructions to show the cool stuff that's happened in WinForms in .NET 10.
Absolutely.
It's the cool new agent feature, the expert agent feature from GitHub, and the planning feature here where we get to see the plan all in 30 minutes?
Yes.
Without a line of code.
Let's be honest. So if we go in my history here, then you will see, for example, for the PowerPoint thing, I have this is the 8th iteration. Don't expect this, to work from the get-go and it's perfect. Of course,
living on the edge.
Yeah, of course, I don't want to derail a live demo, and so I trained and trained and tried until I really had something more or less predictable. That is not the case. My point is also, it's not supposed to be the case, because you can embrace the things that Copilot comes up with.
Can sometimes be ideas that you never would have had.
Exactly. So then the trick is really to pivot on the moment and then take what it's really useful, and the rest you still be that is Copilot. You are the captain, and you will remain the captain. And that, I think, is the most important thing. So I think we're done, and let's see what
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, at 30 seconds left.
Wow. Yay. So and also observe the title bar. So it is async. If we wanted to look at that, it is async and
changing as we're going.
Yeah.
Great job, Klaus.
And then okay, so it also there's the whole name, and yeah.
Awesome.
Does that?
.NET 10, WinForms, GitHub Copilot. What can I say?
Or 360.
Yeah.
All right.